Imagine this. You wake up, the weight of the world on your shoulders, the problems are stacked high, and the stress seems endless. But what if just one moment of kindness could change everything? What if in the middle of your worst day, a stranger does something so small, yet so significant, that it gives you the strength to keep going? Today, I want to take you on a journey that starts with a simple smile and leads us to a profound realization about the power of kindness. And trust me, by the end of this hour, you'll never look at the smallest act the same way again. The first time I truly realized the weight of kindness wasn't through grand gestures. No, it was through something much smaller. A moment so fleeting, most people wouldn't even notice it. I was struggling, feeling lost in the rush of life. A bad job, a relationship falling apart, and the pressure was mounting. The kind of pressure that makes you feel like you're suffocating under the weight of it all. It's easy to get stuck in your own head when things aren't going right. You start seeing the world through a fog, convinced that no one can understand what you're going through. I know I did. But then, it happened. One afternoon, I was caught in a storm of my thoughts. Everything felt heavy, like nothing could lift me from the pit I was in. I was stuck in traffic, late for a meeting, rushing through a day that just didn't seem to want to end. And then, a car next to me, a simple wave. A man sitting in the car beside me smiled and waved as if to say, "It's okay, you're not alone." I didn't expect much, just a quick glance, a half smile, and that was it. But for reasons I couldn't explain, something in that moment clicked. I wasn't just another anonymous face on the road. That small gesture of kindness made me feel human again. It wasn't about fixing anything, but about reminding me that even the smallest moments matter. It was then that I realized kindness doesn't need to be complicated. It doesn't need to be some grand, world-changing event. Sometimes it's as simple as a smile, a kind word, a moment of recognition. In that moment, something shifted within me. I wasn't just stuck in traffic anymore. I wasn't just caught in the chaos of my life. I was given a moment to breathe, to feel connected. And it all happened because a stranger took a second to offer something simple but real. I remember the next day I found myself in a cafe, standing behind a woman who couldn't get enough change for her coffee. It was a minor issue, but it was clear she was flustered and embarrassed. For a second, I hesitated, wondering if I should step in. But then I thought about the man from the day before, how his kindness had impacted me. And I realized I could do that. I could be the person who brings someone else that moment of relief. So I stepped forward, paid for her coffee, and simply said, "It's on me today. Don't worry about it." She looked at me, surprise and gratitude in her eyes, and then she smiled, a smile that made my heart warm. I walked out of that cafe with a feeling I hadn't had in days: connection. It wasn't just a transaction, it was a moment that bonded us, even if only for a few seconds. And that's when I understood something important. Kindness is like a pebble dropped in a pond. The ripples spread far beyond the initial point of contact. The more I thought about that day, the more I realized how easy it was to spread kindness. It didn't require anything special from me, just my time, my attention, my willingness to be present for someone else, and it didn't stop there. I started paying attention to the small acts of kindness around me. A man holding the door open for someone carrying groceries, a stranger stopping to help someone change a tire. It wasn't rare, it was everywhere if you just looked for it. I began to pay more attention to these moments in my own life, whether I was the giver or the receiver. And each time I was part of these acts, I felt lighter, more connected to the world around me. But the best part? The more I did it, the more I realized how much more I had to give. Kindness wasn't just about making someone else feel good, it made me feel good too. It gave me purpose, reminded me of what really matters. Now imagine a world where everyone lived this way, where every day small acts of kindness were shared freely, where we all contributed to a collective ripple of goodwill. Think about it. If we all took a moment every day to do something small but kind, what kind of world would that be? One person helping another, one moment of kindness at a time. It's not just about feeling good in the moment. It's about changing the energy around us. Imagine how much easier it would be to face life's challenges if we all knew we had each other's backs, even in the smallest ways. This is the kind of world I want to live in. A world where kindness isn't rare. A world where, in times of hardship, we don't just rely on ourselves, we rely on each other. Kindness is free. It doesn't cost us anything, yet it has the power to change everything. It has the power to change our hearts, our relationships, in the way we see the world. So here's my challenge for you. Go out into the world and make it a little kinder. Start small. Start today. You never know how one small act of kindness might change someone's life forever, or even your own. And remember, kindness is never wasted. Every moment of kindness creates a ripple, and those ripples can spread farther than you'll ever know. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever experienced a small act of kindness that made a big difference in your life? Or have you ever paid it forward in a way that left you feeling connected to the world? I'd love to hear your stories. Drop a comment below and share your experience with kindness. What's the smallest act you've done or received that had a lasting impact? Let's start a ripple right here, right now. And if you found this video inspiring, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more stories about the power of human connection. Together, we can keep the ripple of kindness going. Thank you for watching, and remember, kindness is always the answer.